You're on 666 ABC Canberra. It's 23 minutes past 2. We're talking about organisation and getting stuff organised on Big Ideas Monday here on Afternoons. Now, what happens when you open your kitchen cupboards? Does stuff fall out? Can you do an excavation to the back that uncovers vanilla essence, last opened in the 20th century? We certainly know that Vegemite lasts forever, apparently. Yogurt emphatically does not. So let's have a chat now about getting your food organised and, crucially, not wasting it. John Dee founded Planet Ark and Do Something. He's well known for his environmental campaigns, and his latest cause is organising food. And he's with me now. John, hello.
Good afternoon to you.
Now, why food? What's the root environmental cause for you in all this?
Well, the two factors, really. One is social, one is environmental. On a social front, Australians are spending about $7.8 billion a year on food that we buy but don't eat. We actually throw that away. And that's at a time when many Australians are going hungry and relying more and more on food charities like Oz Harvest and Second Bite. And secondly, in terms of waste, with
Carolposener saw quite an opening in the market. She's the founder of Get Organised, and she's with me now. Carol, hello.
Hi, Genevieve.
Now, what kind of services do you provide?
So we provide professional organising services for homes and businesses, but also we have another arm to the business, and that's the personal concierge. So we help people to keep their lives organised.
The personal concierge, Carol.
Yes,
would I actually ring you up and say I need a concierge?
Well, it's like a personal assistant, but we do a bit of everything for people. So we keep their paperwork in order in their home offices, we pay their bills, we run around and pick up their dry cleaning, we, get their cars serviced, we get their cars, registered. We do a whole lot of different things for people to keep their lives in order and on track.
So is the market almost unlimited? Is there nothing that people won't pay someone else to do?
Well, it's a time issue today. Everyone is just so busy, and they get to a point where they just have to do things, get things achieved, and they really need to get someone in to get it back on track. So that's one of the arms, the parts to our service is that we help people get things back on track, and then you don't need as much time to keep things organised after that, because it very often will never get to that same stage again.
What's the most common request, Carol?
What, with organising?
Organising or concierge?
To pay bills and to keep their people's paperwork sorted.
Okay.
Most people have got a real issue with paperwork.
Have you been astonished by some of the requests you've had?
Yeah. Well,
Go on, tell me, Carol.
Well, we find a lot of money for people, and that really astonishes me. Like recently I found $33,000 worth of unbanked cheques in some paperwork that we sorted out, 10 years of tax for one particular client who hadn't done his tax for 10 years, so we had to sort it all out. And all this money was there that he hadn't banked, going back from 1999. So we had to write to all the companies to ask for the cheques to be reissued. And that's so rewarding, and of course the client's amazed and really happy. So, we do a lot of great work with people.
I am sitting here open-mouthed in astonishment that you could have $33,000 worth of unbanked cheques.
It's amazing, isn't it? But people just keep going with their lives and forget about everything, and they're, busy business people, and I guess, it just slips by.
So is this mostly people with a lot of cash to spare but who are very time poor, or do all sorts of people use your services?
Oh, all sorts of people. We work from makeup artists to, company directors and everything in between.
Look, although, Carol, I have to say, it seems hard to understand how people don't have the time, for example, to pick up their own dry cleaning.
Well, family comes first, and usually very busy family life. Everything revolves around the children and all the activities the children are involved in. So that comes first, and everything is left to the wayside. And so that's where we can help people a lot to get their action items achieved.
Well, and look, having said that, I guess as I mentioned in my introduction, I spoke to somebody on Thursday night who holds a very, very senior retail position, and she said it's all about winnowing out what's important and what isn't. And when you lead the kind of life where you are out until 10:30 at night, where you can work 6 days a week, it's more important to be with your kids than to worry about the dry cleaning.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. So that's a really common trait in a lot of our clients these days, because everyone's just so busy and time poor.
How much does it cost to have concierge services for your life?
Well, we have different rates for different people. So our professional organising service is, tailored to give a lot of different results, and we tailor our concierge service a little bit cheaper. So it's because it's a regular service, we're going to come in and, maybe organise people for 4 hours, 8 hours, or weekly, fortnightly or monthly, and that's going to happen all year, and dates won't be changed. So it can range between $65 to $100 an hour. So, and it's absolutely worth it for peace of mind and to reduce someone's stress to pay that sort of money.
And Carol, have you seen demand increase significantly?
Absolutely. So I've been going for 17 years now, and our growth in the last year has been 54%. So
wow.
I can actually see, huge growth in this industry, and it's, the statistics are growing all around the world. So it's really fantastic to be involved in this industry and to help people.
Well, it's a very interesting commentary on where we've got to in our world, though, isn't it, Carol? That you could see a growth of that order in the last year alone. I mean, some would say, I suppose, that it's the ultimate middle class luxury, getting other people to run the ordinary errands in your life.
Yeah, I think it's the way of the future, though.
Yeah.
For people to keep their jobs and keep their sanity, they're going to need help, and it's not uncommon to get a dog walker or, a babysitter or someone, a personal chef. So to have someone come in and be your PA is like a great added bonus to your life.
Well, I had to say to these two women last Thursday night that I don't have a personal assistant. I've got a producer who makes a very good cup of tea, but apart from that, I'm on my own.
Well, you know where to come.
Yeah. Well, indeed, Carol. Oh, that the ABC paid me more. Carol, really, really interesting to talk to you about this. And really many thanks indeed for your time. I'm just astonished by that growth rate. That is really extraordinary.
Yeah.
But thanks very much.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Good afternoon, bye-bye.
And that's Carolposener. Carol's the founder of Get Organised, and as you just heard, 54% growth rate in the last year alone. The number of people who need someone to come in and provide concierge services for their lives.